Hi everyone, Jacquie Edwards here. Thank you so much for joining me today on Live at Lunchtime. I was just shuffling around so that I could move my chair and hide all the big mess in the room behind me. And then as I hit go, I looked up and I can see in the mirror behind me where it shows how our curtains are falling off the curtain rail. So I tried to present a really good appearance that I'm really organized, but yeah, my house is a bit of a mess. So anyways, just ignore that little bit in the background with the curtain. And yeah, here I am today for Live at Lunchtime, showing you that not everything is always perfect because I won't do it. But if I showed you what was behind me on the end of the sofa there, it's just a big mess. And the cleaners were just in as well. I think they've pretty much given up on me in despair. They basically just moved my stuff about into tidy looking piles and clean around everything, which is great. It's not what I'm going to talk about today, but having somebody do that basic cleaning and helping me keep organized makes it so much easier for me to do all the other things I need to do every day. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about fear and confidence. It's been quite interesting actually. So for those of you that don't know, I've got another business called Professional Spring with a couple of my girlfriends and I. And it's a women's business group, basically a business accelerator, mentoring, coaching, just a place for women to go who have their own business or are just getting started in business to kind of exchange ideas, share, and kind of grow with each other. So I was writing the blog post. We each take a turn writing a blog post, and mine is due tomorrow. Actually, it was due on Friday, but it goes live tomorrow, and I was writing it this morning. And I also did an interview today for next week's blog post. We do a live interview, not live, but a recorded interview the first week of every month. And I just did that interview as well. So the topic of my blog post was about fear and kind of understanding the purpose of fear and kind of bringing all the parts of you together, you know, that part that's afraid, the part that doesn't think you can do it, that doesn't think you're good enough, with the part that does believe in yourself and knows you can do it, and showing you how to understand what the purpose of both of those parts are and that they do have the same purpose and oneness within you. So that was an amazing blog post. I really enjoyed writing it. And then I had this amazing interview with a lady named Jules Wyman, who is a life coach that focuses on confidence. And we had an amazing chat about confidence, and we talked about a few topics around fear as well, which I had just written about. And it kind of brought things all together for me. But one of the things that I talked about in that interview, which next Tuesday you can see on the Professional Spring website, is around taking yourself seriously, I think we said. And a lot of people get started in their businesses, and everybody's business is different as well, but they're scared. They have that underlying fear of failure, of, you know, what are other people going to think? And it helps, and is all kind of undermined by the feeling they themselves have about not taking their business seriously. And, you know, it doesn't have to be a full-time business. So even if you've got a hobby business, you write a blog as a hobby, you know, you just buy a property here and there as a hobby, you still need to look at all those things you do and commit to them and do them with a purpose and make sure you're invested in them. Because especially if you're thinking of starting a business or you've got a business and you're not committed, and if you don't really believe in yourself that this is something that you can do, then you're never going to be able to move forward, because in order for other people to take you seriously, you need to take yourself seriously and be committed first. And again, you know, this might be a business that you're planning on doing one day a week. That one day a week, then, you need to be committed. You need to be focused on it, and you need to be serious about that business that one day a week. And once you put in that effort, change your mindset to say, you know, this is something that's important to me, this is something I'm serious about, it doesn't matter what other people think, but other people will start to feel your energy and start to take you seriously as well. So it's pushing those fears aside of what other people are thinking about you, because I've talked about this before, people aren't thinking about you. Everybody is really just thinking about themselves. Even if you're watching me right now, you're likely not thinking about me. You're not thinking about, oh, her hair looks a bit funny, or why is she always in her gym clothes. You might be thinking about what I'm saying, but you're listening to what I'm saying and applying it to yourself. Not really thinking, oh, she shouldn't have said that, oh, she should have said this. Most people, that's not what they're doing. They're not really looking at you. They're not really thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves and how whatever you're doing or saying applies to themselves. So when we hold ourselves back out of the fear of what other people will think, it's really, we're holding ourselves back because we're not taking ourselves seriously enough. We're not confident about what we want to do. And as soon as we change that mindset, as soon as we have that confidence in ourselves, as soon as we say, yes, I'm serious, this is my business, this is how I'm going to do it, then we can move forward with confidence, and other people will start to pick up on that confidence and things will start to flow from there. So it's all about understanding that, yes, everybody has these fears, there are these underlying fears, but you are the one that makes the decision on what is your purpose, what are you feeling, are you taking yourself seriously, how are you going along the track to do that. And once you start to gain that confidence internally, not a pretend outward show of confidence, but have that true internal confidence that what you're doing is right and you're going to go for it, then the rest of the world will start to fall into place. So thank you so much for joining me today for Monday's Live at Lunchtime. We're going to have one more tomorrow. I'm in the process of packing and I'm leaving for Bali tomorrow night. So we'll have one more Live at Lunchtime as normal tomorrow at 12:45 or thereabouts. And after that, I will be in Bali, which has quite a big time difference. So I will try to do some recordings and some live video updates. I'm on a mentorship program, so I'm going to be learning loads and loads and loads, and I'll try to share that with you as we go along. For those of you that were with me last year, know that I spent a month in Bali last year on my mentorship program, and I did a kind of a video blog as I went along. I'll try to do that through these kind of live feeds, because these are also posted onto my website and onto YouTube as well. So they won't always be kind of at 12:45 because it's going to be a crazy time in Bali. But I will keep you updated on what I'm doing and what I'm learning as I go along. So anyways, join me here again tomorrow for Live at Lunchtime, and have a wonderful day.